Theo. Yeah, I pushed the go live button and realized I forgot to change the stream title. Whoops! Haha. I'm doing alright. Hoping everything is working. Yes, it does look like it is. What do you know? I also went live without doing a sound check. I might have made a few mistakes this morning. Look, I was doing grocery shopping and running late, so I rushed. They're coming tomorrow. Alright, so I do not remember saving out here, but I guess I did. We also need food. I mean, some people actually are like, what are you doing? Oh, I won't. But like, it actually, more than anything, it makes it easier for me when I'm doing, when I'm archiving. Because when I export to the archive, it's just easier for me to press the export button. Like, make sure the video's set to public and press the export button. If I change the title, otherwise I have to come up with a whole new title for YouTube. For the export. Because the title does matter on YouTube. They get kind of fussy. Alright, I should go inside while I figure out what all I'm doing today. Just so that I don't run out of air. Okay. Things we are planning to do today. Right? We want to get the climate regulator started, right? So we want to get the thermal regulators rolling for automation. I have the reinforced frames going. I checked the trains. The trains should, yeah, I know, right? I don't know why everything like broke yesterday. Because I was just going to start doing automation yesterday, but like suddenly it decided not to work for reasons. The trains should be working fine. I double checked, the trains should be doing okay. We have, look at that, we have 888 ceramic components, which tells me that, yeah, we are storing up ceramic components here and on the train. Well, I don't know if we can access the stuff on the train, but we are storing up the ceramic components here, so that's good. That's good. We got the stuff we need going. So we have the reinforced frames rolling. We have these ceramic components. So we need to work on fast rotors, ceramic components. I'm not sure if we're going to need ship engines. We are going to need AI chips, though. And quantum processors, which also means we're going to need plasma conductors. So the plasma conductors, I think, is where we left off yesterday, right? And the plasma conductors shouldn't be that hard. It's just build a gem cutter. Gem cutter was the problem, right? Because for gem cutter, we need blade. Yeah, we need saw blade. For saw blade, we need a parts producer and osmium alloy. I was working on the parts producer and the osmium alloy. Okay, now I'm back on track. Okay, cool. So, that's the sapphire. Okay. Alright, this is osmium alloy. Right, like this belt is osmium alloy. Do I have a home up here. Let's use George. That way I can think and take a bird's eye view of things without... Okay. So... here's what we do, I think. We come here, we split the... Good. We split this section in half, right? Give me a convoy splitter on 6, right? Okay. Give me a number 5. We go from here to the splitter. We go from here to the splitter. Okay? We go from here. Oof. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's terrible. Ooh, okay. Hang on. Better. Ooh, right about there. Perfect. Okay. Done. What are you doing? Seriously? Okay. And then we go into the parts producer. Just like that. Yes? Okay. All going well. And then we go from here. Hang on. We go from here to the... Why? Okay. Okay. I can figure this out. That's fine. That's fine. We go here. Why are you behaving like that? Seriously, don't do that. Okay. We will figure this out. So we go from parts producer. There we go. Maybe we were just too close. Maybe that was the issue. Right into there. Now this, we say, give me saw blades. Perfect. There we go. Right, now we will have saw blades. So, what do we do with saw blades? We're going to need fast rotors before we have the saw blades going. Okay, not a problem. I don't think. Fast rotors, what do we need? Gear assemblies, graphite rods, and gold wiring. I thought I just heard a duck. But no sound alerts were used. Okay, we're going to say that was in my brain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just heard something go quack, quack. And I'm like, that's not even my sound alert if somebody uses the quack sound alert. We're going to go, my brain just had a weird moment. Okay, so we have composite beams, we have gears in here, but that's not what we're looking for. My brain is just being weird. I will just fully accept that and move on. Okay. So... we have catalytic converters. Okay, so here we have gear assemblies and gold wire. Okay. Montauk Base. What about logistics? Is it under... Okay, it's under storage and organization. Can we say... What is this? Wire converters... Alloy and gear assembly? Can I click on it? No. So I can put the sign on there, but I can't use it. Cool. Alright, fun. What about down here? I thought I saw it for like a second. I keep thinking that like I see it. Okay, whatever. Forget the signs. We're not going to use them. Alright, so... And the graphite rods are down there. I think all of the warehouses are full. Yeah, that's not how it works. No. Would be fun though. But no. So... We've got a couple of birds out here. We've got a weird bird out here that goes off every morning. And it sounds like some kind of kid's laser toy. I don't know. I can't explain it. It sounds like some kind of like a kid's like laser toy or alarm or something. Like you would put like an alarm or something on your door as a kid for like funsies. It sounds like that, and it's a weird bird. It goes off every single morning. I have no idea. It's so freaky. Anyway, I am definitely not getting distracted. I don't know what you're talking about. Distraction is definitely not my thing. I don't know what you mean. Okay. Okay, so it's flipping between this is the warehouse and use the warehouse. It's not telling me anything about the signs. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. I didn't need them anyway. Don't know why you'd think I would. I mean, yeah, I'd get that. Like sometimes a bird would like pick something like that up. But it's been doing it since the day we moved in, and that was like, I want to say 2016. Right? That was a long time ago. I highly doubt it's the same bird. But, I don't know. It's weird. And I highly doubt they're all picking up the exact same alarm sound. Maybe they're picking it up from the same bird, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Birds are known to mimic, though. Anyway. That's actually what talking is for parrots. They don't actually talk. They just learn to mimic the same sound. Fun fact, though, if you ever want a bird that talks, African gray parrots are supposed to be the best at it. The most vocal. My sister is really, really big into animals, and she wanted a bird for, like, ever. And she does... The thing is, growing up in my house, if you wanted a new pet, my parents would insist that you do your research on it. So, and my sister loved animals and always wanted a new pet. So she did a ton of research on a lot of animals growing up. Didn't get them all. She always begged my mom for ferrets and like did a ton of research on ferrets and never got any. She did when she grew up though. Also, fun fact, ferrets reek. Ferrets reek. Yeah. don't really have time for a lot of pets either. We have one dog. That's about all I can handle. She will never have a sibling. As far as I'm concerned right now, she will not have a sibling. I am getting very distracted. Okay, so I was trying to figure out. We are getting a new warehouse in. It's like my mom would make you do the research on it, and then it wasn't a guarantee that if you did the research you would get the pet. It was a you do the research and we'll talk. So my sister would do a ton of research, and then she would present her findings and be like, look, I did all this research. And my mom would be like, yeah, I'm not having that rodent in my house. No, thank you. So, yeah. Ooh. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm glad they returned to her in the evening. And I really hope you live somewhere tropical. Because parrots are tropical animals. They do not do well in temperate. We have 4 seasons out here, and our winters, we're actually seriously looking into what to do in the winter for Kay, because we have had at least 2 years in a row now where there is a week that it has gotten to 20 degrees below zero Fahrenheit. For reference, 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 in Celsius. So 20 below zero, like, or, well, I'm sorry, no, it's like below 0 Fahrenheit out here. Like, not 20 below Fahrenheit out here, but like 2 below Fahrenheit out here is like frigid. And it's like, if 32 out here is freezing, to go down to 0 is bad enough. But to go below 0, oh my gosh. It's like, it's ridiculously cold out there. And there have been 2 years now where, like, for a week straight, we're like, I don't want to let her out in that. She's gonna freeze. She's gonna freeze before she can even go potty. Poor little thing is gonna freeze. So we've tried keeping her in. We tried like puppy pads or whatever. Poor thing held it for a week, and we're stressed out because we don't know what to do. She's stressed out because she's like, well, I can't go to the bathroom inside. And I'm like, but I can't let you outside in that. Like, sweater or not, you're gonna freeze. It's way too cold. So we're working on, like, maybe we'll get like an indoor grass patch or something and see if we can train her on that this winter, because it is just so cold out in the winter out here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's frigid out here, and we are very concerned about letting her out. I mean, so far it's only been like 1 week a year that it's gotten that bad. But I mean, global warming is a thing, and it's getting worse every year. So, we are very concerned. Like, I am not kidding. We are super concerned. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So we are going to be making fast rotors. Are fast rotors going to be linked into making anything else, or are they just going to be a build component? I think they're just a build component. Cool. We can do this. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least she's only letting them out in the summer. But, like, yeah. I'm glad they came back to her, though, because I'd be terrified with birds that they'd fly away and never come back. Like, I'm terrified that Kay is going to get out and run away and never come back. And it's not that, like, she would run away because she hates us. It's just that she'd see a squirrel, she'd get distracted, she'd go charging after said squirrel. Tunnel vision, just, ooh, must get the squirrel. Look up and go, where am I? Where's Mom? And then just lose her way and never get home. But that's also because I love her. They told us she was Boxer Terrier. I swear she is also part Pit Bull and a little bit of Dalmatian. So that's like hunters and guard dogs mixed together. And oh boy, does she have a very strong hunt instinct. Alright, so I think we put the new warehouse here, right? Do we want to face it this way? Because, like, here's the thing. The graphite rods are going to have to come from here, right? But all the other components are going to come from here. Maybe it's better if we put it up here. Right? Maybe it's better if we put it up here. Ooh. Oh, I like that better. I mean, the graphite rods have to go further. But I kind of like this better. Okay. So, here's what we do. We're gonna have to get behind this warehouse. I'm not sure if I can from here. Hi, you stuck? Okay, I can unstick you fairly easily, George. Thank you, George. Now, so let's go down here. Up a little bit. Thank you. No. That was up. I wanted to go down. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Alright, I can't get back there right now because we're at George's max length. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We can fix this whole issue. George! Head on out. If I have to, I'll put a little oxygen bubble out here, but I've got 500 oxygen, so we should be okay for a little bit. But yeah, she's got a very strong hunt instinct. She's very cute, though. Alright, so, down we go. Alright, so we are going to need the fast rotors. So we're going to need the gear assembly and the wires from in here, right? Yeah. So we're going to need 1 and 4. Alright. So we need 4. Ah, okay. Swap over. Thank you. It's not as fast as the other one, but it'll do. I like it here, but I kind of don't want it this high. Alright. Here. So if I do that, it worked, but I can't see a thing. Okay, that is what I was afraid of. That's fine. We can fix this. We can fix this easily. You know how we fix this? I bet you know how we fix this. One of these guys. put you here. Give me that. I was hoping to just... There we go. Okay, okay. That's fine. That's good enough. Because now I can go here. And we can do that again. Right? There. See? Done. Problem resolved, more or less. Alright. Perfect. I should actually, before I send George back out, I should actually put up, like, an air bubble. Because, like, we're probably gonna want little things like air. Alright. Let me grab food, and now we'll send George out. There we go. And Georgie will do what Georgie do. Perfect. It's not exactly straight. It's good enough. I'll take it. Alright, so we have the fast rotors. We need... we need to go down a little bit so I can see. And then we need to say from number 5. Sorry, can we change that to you? Yes. It's not a fully upgraded belt, but it's as good as I can do, given the circumstances. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna say that. And I hate how far out that went. How much did we erase? All of it. Why did I even bother? I don't know. Why did you even bother? Because it looked really nice. Okay. There we go. Something like that. Okay? Perfect. That gives me kind of an idea of where we're going. Now, we're not going to link you there. I would like you to go out this way. And then I would like to grab you and bring you out that way. Just like that. Perfect. We're going to bring both of you out around here. I'm going to have to come down this way to grab the graphite, which is fine. We are also going to need production. We're going to need this guy. Okay, so we need fast rotors and AI chips to build the thing that we need to make fast rotors and AI chips. Alright. Well, I mean, that makes sense. It kind of doesn't. But alright, give me... That's a thermal regulator. I want a fast rotor. And we don't have enough osmium for... Ooh, we did for a second. If I keep doing this, do we get one? Ooh, nope. Nope, because as soon as one comes in, it goes out. Alright. Where's my osmium mine? That is not my osmium mine. That is not the osmium mine. Where is the osmium mine? That is the graphene mine. You know, it might be easier to answer that question if I actually look at the map. I say that and then realize, no, it's not. Alright, that's gold. There's the osmium mine. I don't need 30. Is it control? It is not control, by the way. Alright. Hang on. It is Alt. No, I know there's a way to split stacks. I'm just not quite sure what it is. You know? I know there's a way to split stacks. I just don't know what it is. Well, look, we only need the one. So hopefully that's enough to make one. I should probably have checked before I came home, but here we are. Give me, yeah, that's enough to make one. An osmium. And then that is a material analyzer. Give me, where is it? There it is. An AI chip. And I think that's all we needed for one of these guys. Yes? Yes. We are going to need more than one, though. Is a takeaway. Actually, before I head all the way up there, which I should have done before we left, but hey, here we are. George! We need graphene rods? Graphite rods. Doesn't look like I have them. Okay, so they're on one. Graphite rods. Are we using them yet? Don't think so. Nope. Okay. Shift this to this. Perfect. Sure. There we go. Straighten that out. Not what I wanted. Cool. Hang on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I had it. Right about there is good. Okay. So, we're going to take you. Up this way, more or less. Okay. Perfect. That's what I want. Thank you. Kay has spotted the mailman. Y'all is in for a bargaining. I would say it might be a cat, but with that grumping, it's the mailman. Yeah. Kay has spotted the mailman. Incoming bargaining. Alright, so then we're gonna take a 0. Up there he is. I know, how dare he? Okay. And then we're gonna go 5. I cannot see if that's clicked in. Not even close. Alright, from there to there now. That I hate. Alright, Alt. Go from here to there. Go from there to very close to not hating that. Okay. Alright, let's say right there. And then go from here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I had it so close to me not hating this. Right? Because that's cool. I just kind of don't want it to be that much of an angle. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. And then we want it right there. And then we go from there to there. Perfect. Got it. And then very similar. Actually, can we go from here to there? Good. There to there. Good. And then there. Okay, there we go. We got it. There. And then there to there. Cool. Got it. Okay. Now, from here we tell you to make, that is thermal regulators. I wanted fast rotor. Boom! Alright. Oh, yeah, she gonna start barking soon. Right now he's on the other side of the street. That's not gonna last forever. Okay, so that is our fast rotors done. We have fast rotors going. We have the blades going, right? Was the other one that I was working on. Yeah, we have these blades. We have the fast rotors. That means we can start making plasma cores. I don't think we can start doing AI chips because we don't have enough osmium yet. Okay. That means we need to go down to here. All of that. I love her. I do. She is such a little baby. She is such a little girl. And I love her dearly. Okay, that goes to there. And then, where is the sapphire? Ah, here. Alright, it would be a little bit better if we could take this in a little further, actually. No, not that. Give me George. Okay. Destroy that. Destroy that. Bring this in a little further. Let's see if we can connect in from there. See, why did it work, but it wouldn't work on that one? I don't understand that. It worked on this one, but it wouldn't work on the other one. That should be working. Does not look like it is. Okay. Because if it were, we would be serving up gems to cut. Yes? Do we have to set it? Maybe we have to set it. Plasma cutter? Okay. George, what's going on here? Is that what's going on here? Okay, that's what's going on here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to do this one manually. Because George can't seem to find his way around in here. Here we go. Now, if we go out here. Yes. Okay. And then it just stops. Well, what's going on here? Oh! I see what's going on here. Whoops. That said use conveyor merger, not splitter. Whoops. That's what was going on, by the way. Whoops. Alright, and then we want this to go from here to here. Then we want to take a number 5 and go from there to there. There we go. That is going backwards. Not what we want. Okay, how am I doing on oxygen, by the way? Gotta remember to look at that. Okay, let's come out here. Okay. Well, it's not clicking in. I mean, it's not like the biggest problem in the world that it's not like connecting, but it's kind of an annoyance. Okay. All right. Air, food, and George. There you go. See, now she's a little bit happier. She barked at the mailman. He has been informed that K9 lives here and that he is not allowed to tread here. See, why are you not clicking in? If I do that and then do that, do you click in? No, you're going backwards. Why are you going backwards? Okay. Try this again. Just with a whole new set. Okay, there we go. Now it's going the right way. It's not a big deal, it's just kind of frustrating. I'm not even entirely sure we're going to need raw sapphire, but hey, at least we have it. And now we have plasma cores starting. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, so that gets us fast rotors going. Although it says we now have 0 of everything, which could just... Yeah, that's just a glitch thing happening again. Okay. Thermal regulators. Thermal regulators was going to be our next challenge. So, that challenge happens over here. Right? Let's head into our little hidey hole here. Because here we have ruby and we have ceramic components. So that's on 4 and 5. To make the thermal regulator. That's all we need. Okay. So we can do an advanced assembler. It'll make more per second, right? Because that does 30 per minute. Let me... Where is it? There we go. Thermal regulator. Alright, so it'll make 40 per minute if we do that. So we could do that and make more. Or we could just do the regular assembly machine. So the next thing we're going to have to fuss with is going to actually be osmium. Is going to be the next thing we're going to fuss with. We're going to need ruby and osmium. Is the next thing we're going to have to fuss with. Okay. So, let's... How do we want to play this? We can put the tasks, please. Here we go. We can put the thermal regulators back in here on 1. right? But that would mean we'd loop the ruby ore and the ceramic components around, put it back in on one. Or we could put another warehouse directly behind this one. And then we could just take the ruby ore, split it into two, because we're going to need ruby ore again, right? Like, we're going to need ruby ore again, and we're going to need circuit boards. So we could take the ruby ore, we could split it in two, and then we could use the ruby ore, and then we could put osmium in this one. Where are we? That's sapphire. We would have to take, like, this osmium, or, ooh, we could take this osmium deposit, or that one, and, like, drop it in there. This one I know we haven't tapped. This one's at the bottom of the gully that I made. So we could get that osmium or this osmium ore. We could truck it over here, or we could belt it over here. Turn it into osmium bars along the way. Drop it into this warehouse, put another warehouse behind it, and then start with the last bits back here. Then the only problem we have is the graphene rods on the other side. Because then this one has the plasma core, the AI chip would be back here. So then the only thing that we would have trouble with is the graphite rod is on the other side. I could always, do we have another graphene deposit over here? Yeah, we have graphene over here. We could always put more graphene into, like, this warehouse. I would say this one, but this isn't a warehouse, this is a train station. We could always, like, graphene osmium over to here. And that would fill up 4 and 5. And then we could put another one. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. Okay. So the problem is that behind here is not a whole lot. That's okay. Behind here can be something else. Okay. So it's not, no, it clicked on this one for like a second, didn't it? Clicks on that one. Yeah. There it goes. Okay, yeah, there we go. So this will extend what we can do back here then. That was not where I wanted that. Thank you. There we go. So, like, this will extend back where we want it. That's not where I want that. That's not where I want that. Like, it keeps shifting at the last second. Like, right as I click it, it's like, oh, yeah, you wanted that there? No, you don't. No, you didn't. You wanted it here. I really didn't want it there. Alright, so like 2-ish more. Yeah. Don't even know where that one went to, but okay. It's down in the depths somewhere. There we go. Alright. So we're going to extend back a lot longer this way. Right? So we can put another warehouse back here. Thing is that George has reached his end. So y'all know what that means. When George has reached the extent of where he can go, I gotta leave the safety of my little hidey hole and come back out here. There we go. There we go. And then we'll just kind of extend this area back. Not quite that far. But we'll definitely extend it back a bit. Yeah. Can't find where it went. Oh well. It lives down there now. Maybe I'll find it later, maybe I won't. Oh, hey, found it. Got it. Okay. There we go. So this will give us a little bit more space. That is not where I wanted that. Oh well. If we see it again, we'll destroy it. Like that. Yeah. Okay. So this will give us a little more space to build a little bit further out. So we can build directly behind. I love how they're like, oh no, 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 you can't build the warehouse floating on the water. What are you, crazy? That's insane. No, you have to build a bunch of foundations floating on the water. Then you can build a warehouse floating on the water. What, do the foundations, like, automatically find ground? No! No, why would they do that? They're gonna stop at sea level. Okay. Do they, like... Are they, like, floating or something? Is this like a dock? No, it's anchored into the earth. But there is no earth. It's ocean. I mean, I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? Like, I should be happy that they're letting me do this. I shouldn't be like, your physics make no sense, game. Because honestly, if their physics did make sense, that would make my life a lot more difficult right now, wouldn't it? Their physics making sense would be a lot harder to deal with at the moment. Right? Oh, that was my train. Ha! Jump scared myself with my own train. So it makes sense that it's not stopping right now because I'm pretty sure the train is full. Because I'm pretty sure, like, the train station is full at the moment. I should not really criticize this too much because, you know, this is actually being helpful at the moment. But it just doesn't make it. It just seems like an unnecessary step. But here we are. Unnecessary steps and all. Alright, so I think this is probably far enough back, right? If it's not, well, we'll build farther back then, I guess. But I think this is probably going to be far enough back. There we go. That, and we are almost out of air, so it is time to head in for air. Or build another air bubble. One or the other. Okay. Where's my reticule? There it is. I didn't lose it in the glare. Absolutely did not do that. Okay. Done. Alright, and then let's build an air bubble. That's a rock deposit. Would have been great if that were graphene. That would have been perfect. Alright, cool. George, you're up. Alright, back to logistics, please. So I can build it as far... Yeah, I can build it as far back as here. Which I am going to do. Just to kind of give us some extra space to put some stuff down. Between here and there. Right? So. Oh boy. Yeah, it would be nice if you could just do them all immediately. Like, if you could just be like, hold this button and... Okay, I want that many foundations. I don't know if it'll let me do that with foundations. I don't know. I am still pretty new to foundations. Like, it might let me do that. I don't know. I've never tried. What if we were to try? Nope! Gave it my best. Unless it's like, nope, shift just takes me down. Let's try control. Nope. Nope. I tried. Yeah, I don't know. I tried. It don't work. Okay, I have a question for my crafting menu. We have plasma conductors that we can make from sapphire. Do we have anything we make out of ruby ore? We do. Laser emitters. Probably going to need those. Okay. So that means we need to split the ruby belt into 3. Where is ruby coming from? Ruby is coming from 5. Okay. Give me logistics conveyor splitter into 3. There we go. How are we doing on these guys? Not great. Not great. Okay. That's fine. I can deal with not great. Okay. So. here's what we're going to do. Not quite there. There we go. Number 1, we're going to do that. Number 2, not what I was planning on. But alright. Well, no, I wasn't trying to place that item there. I wanted to do that. Okay, perfect. Got that done. And then... Nope, definitely not. We want to... No, seriously, why are you doing that? See, now you're trying to adjust the altitude. I just wanted to bring that straight. Now we've got a lovely trident of ruby. Okay, cool. So we have a trident of ruby. What we are going to do with that? What are we going to do with that? We need one of them to go through gem cutter, right? We'll take the first one through a gem cutter, right? Not that close, though. Okay. All right, try that again. That through the gem cutter. Into... No, 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 no. No. Good enough. And then this, I'm clicking on it. Thank you. There we go. Makes us laser emitters. Okay, we've got laser emitters. Now, the next thing that we are going to be making with our ruby ore is we will want thermal regulators, and we are going to want AI chips. Okay, so we're not ready for the AI chips yet. So let's focus on thermal regulator. We might actually move this one further down this way, but that's okay. So let's focus on AI chips. Okay. Not AI chips. Let's focus on thermal regulators. For thermal regulators, we could use this guy. No, we'll use the other guy. We'll use this guy just because I don't have the AI chip we need yet for that. Yeah, put it like right here. Okay. Go from there to there. Perfect. Okay, now. What all is in here? You're on 4. Great, actually. That's fabulous, because then we can go there, and then we can say, go from there, no. All right. Okay. Try this again. Why is that the one that... okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We can figure this out. We can do this. So then we want to go here. We want to say, give me a number 5. Take it from there to there. We want to say, give me another number 5. 5. Take it from here to here. We would like to say, take that, no. Number 5, please, from the, seriously? Seriously? Oh my goodness, just move. Thank you, from there to there. Yes, okay. And then from there to there, we say, give me thermal regulators. Perfect. Okay. So. We have those working, we have that working. We have thermal. Alright. Perfect. So then, our next problems is going to be getting graphite and osmium over here. If that were not a rock, if these were not rock deposits, if these were graphite, that would be perfect. I am just curious. No? Alright. Well, you know, it was worth a shot. I can dream, can't I? Well, you know, a girl can dream, can't she? Okay, so we have graphite here. And we're going to take it into, we're going to turn it into rods, and we're going to put it into that warehouse. Because then we're going to take it from there, we're going to put it into that warehouse, which means it's going to go up, over, and then into that one. It'd be more interesting if it were just going that way, but there's no graphite up here, is there? Nope. Why would you ask? Also, if you guys are not connected into anything, which you are not, can I just, like, thank you? No longer see you guys flashing on my map? That would be helpful. These guys might actually be connected in. Huh. Okay, and then let's grab the better water. Really? Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then we go there. Seriously? From here to there. And from there. Fine, I don't have to look at it, I don't care. Alright. I don't know what it's connecting into, but it's not flashing, so I don't care. We're fine. Alright, so that being the case, back to the actual problem. Where is said osmium deposit? Right here. Or right here. Alright, we'll take this one. Okay. I need to get osmium drills going, don't we? Well, we need osmium ore for that anyway. Let's actually turn it. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. Plans. I have some. Are they good plans? No! But they are plans. Not what I was thinking. There we go. Oh, right. I'm trying to get it to move forward. I'm wondering why it's not moving. Ah. No energy. That'd do it every time. Okay. Where am I and where are we going? I am right here. And if I were to realize how I can turn. More or less. Okay. So if I were right here and we're going this way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm not hating that. I mean, I'm definitely needing oxygen. But I'm not hating the idea of this. Okay. So we're going to take this belt completely underground. Then, that being the case, maybe even put the parts producer and all that for it underground. I might even see if we can run the graphene through here. Also, just for aesthetic reason, mine. Thank you. I love how the waves are clipping through the bottom. That's just great. So much better. Okay. Whoop! Alright, so here's the thought then. We go for production, I think. Yeah. And then we go this way. And then we're going to have to take this through here. George, go up a little and tell me that that looks nifty. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, it's doing that thing it do. Okay, hang on. We can fix this. So it's not George that does this. It's just sometimes it does not want to behave. So if I were to do that and alt straight, I mean, the tunnel isn't straight, and that's kind of part of my problem. But that is a me problem. More than it is anything else. Okay, cool. So then I want to go here. And we want to take this into... we'll take it into 1. Sure, why not? Perfect! Okay, cool. Actually, before I say we're completely ready there, we don't want that to be just straight ore now, do we? I forgot to alter that from being straight ore into being, I need a parts producer here, right? George. Oh, George, you flew a little too high. I might not be able to use George for this one. Alright. I might have to line it up that way. No, don't do that. Cool. We go from here. Oh, don't do that. We go from here to there. Yes. We say produce, not parts producer. Okie dokie. Forge. Forge. Forge, 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 forge. Forge. I'm thinking the wrong item. We want a forge, not a parts producer. Buh. Forge. This is the collecty bit. Okay. Try that again. You can have all of that. Yes, into osmium nuggets. Perfect. We do not need anything else but osmium nuggets over there, right? No, we need osmium nuggets for the AI chip. We need AI chips for the quantum processors. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to take number 5. And we're going to have to get inside soon. I landed on a conveyor belt. That's why I was moving, and I wasn't moving. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Inside for air. Whew! Boom. Okay. Cool. Got something going. Alrighty. Now, we have more osmium coming in, which is good. I need that. We need more osmium so that I can stop losing what is left of my brain. So that we can get more osmium ignits going. Why are they leaving? I guarantee you it's because my thing is glitched out again. Okay. I mean, we might not have any ruby ore coming in, but we should have osmium storing up. By the way, George, could you do me a solid, please? Could you take this back to the forge? No, I'm not close enough. Okay. Fine, I'll take it to the forge. I cannot. There we go. Got it. All right. Perfect. That's as much as I can do on that. Okay. Cool. So then, that gets us the nuggets we needed. Alright. Brains. 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 Yeah, so see, it's doing this weird thing, because, like, we definitely have 49 osmium nuggets. Or osmium ignits, and more than 2. Every once in a while, it glitches out, and it doesn't tell you what's actually in your warehouse. Now, I get that we're struggling for ruby ore. I get that. But we have everything else we need to set up for automating AI chips. So, guess what's up next, Georgie? Since we have everything else we need to automate AI chips, I think. Everything else but AI chips. Right? Alright, we have to go get some raw ruby ore. I think. And there's only one place to get it. Can we get up here? Please? Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, okay, there's another ruby ore deposit, but it's on the other side of the mountain. So... this is our best bet. Alright. Well, I say that and then immediately realize I can't grab any ruby ore from this. It keeps going down the mountain too fast. I'm stuck! Thank you. We'll just ride the belt down, huh? It'll be faster. Well, faster is a bit of a relative term, but it'll be fun! Woo! Alright. So... do we set up... oh, hey, I can come down here. What do you know? I mean, I guarantee you I'm about to die, but... hey! You guys! I was looking for you guys. You're not supposed to be down here. Alright, cool. No! Can I not stand on my own thing? Because I was standing on that. Thank you! I'm trying to stand on my own foundations and it keeps kicking me off. Okay. So... how are we doing on these, by the way? We are almost caught up on the thermal regulators. Well, I'll tell you what. Do we need the AI chips to build the climate regulators? We don't. We really don't. So, what if we take a bit of a break while the Ruby stuff works on becoming Ruby stuff? What if we were to put down a climate regulator, maybe explore this cave that might have the, there's a cave up here, right? Yeah, see if we can find some amethyst. I definitely want to get this amethyst ore. So that we can at least... Yeah, there's phosphate in here. That's cool. Got diamond ore. This is another phosphate rock. I was hoping to at least find some amethyst ore so that we could maybe explore some amethyst. Maybe we get the tunnel driller and go down here. Oh, that might be fun. Right? There was amethyst ore in here, right? What if we go hog wild and we grab the tunnel driller? And we say, hey, since there was amethyst ore in here, you got any more of that hanging around? And just kind of explore a little bit in here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, you know. It was worth a quick look-see. I'm gonna guess it's a little deeper down. But I don't know, last time I thought Ruby would be deeper down, and it turned out that was higher up. So, you know, you never can tell, I guess. This has... That might be the second time I've done that. Where I've been like, hey, we might as well find some of this ore, right? It's just, well, I mean, it's not here. Oh well, I guess it's below me. One cave up. Okay. I'm just going to do this to kind of mark where it's hanging. Just so that we know. I still don't know where diamond is. But, like, good news is we will be able to find amethyst. Right? That's the good news. Is we can now find amethyst, which means we can research amethyst and then probably... You know, that doesn't make any sense. But that is what my brain is going to, right? Is like, I wonder if we research amethyst, if that means we can then find amethyst deposits. But it's like, but that doesn't make any sense, because then wouldn't I have found an amethyst deposit? If you wanted me to research, then wouldn't I have found it? It just... Oh, okay. Nope. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good. Oh, question. Did we have this going? We don't, because it takes osmium ignites, which we're working on, and iron plates, which are in another thing. Okay, I wanted to build some regulators, though. So let's talk about building our first climate regulator. What all does this thing entail? Well, I'll start with it up here and we'll see how big, because this thing is huge. So we'll build it up here and then we'll see what happens. Right? build it up here. We'll see what it does. We'll see what happens. We'll see what it needs. It might just need a lot of power. Yeah, it's at 50% power. Okay. Well, look, powering it should not be a problem. I just need... Oh, we need more osmium drills for that. Okay. So, you have plates, right? Tons of them. Have we tapped both? Nope. Perfect. Now we have. Alright, where is this second one going? I am at this one. We want to take this down to here, right? George. Thank you. All right. Give me, straighten it out, bring it there. Cool. All right. For this next bit, I'm gonna go over here. Then, and we'll say, George. Ooh, that's good, actually. Hang on. That's good. We'll aim it for... Aim it for 3 or 5. Aim it for 3. Okay, cool. And then this we will need. I think we'll need an assembly for this. You know, there's an easier way to check. Yep. Okay. There we go. Alright, so give me a number 7, George. Nope, thank you, George. Give me a number 7. Okay. Give me a number 5. Seriously? Connect that into there. We're gonna need a splitter on this. How much of a split are we gonna need? Definitely 1. Okay. We're gonna need at least a 2-way splitter on this, right? Because we need the osmium ignits for the AI chips, but we're also going to want the osmium ignits for the osmium drills, right? So, give me a splitter on 1. Build menu. Actually, it's a number 6. Don't even need a build menu for it. That's a splitter, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yep, nope. Brain work. Brain work. That's a splitter. Alright. And then we go number 5. And then we take that to there. Yes. And then we take that to there. Yes. And it work. In and out. Perfect. Alright. Great. And then this. Make that. And then give me a number 5. And go there. Perfect. Definitely need oxygen. Alright. Cool. Oxygen up. And we'll see what on earth this is, what it does. And how many we need to put down across this island. There. Alright. So for this, we're going to have to go to Planet Analyzer screen, I think. Well, we'd actually have to go see our planet. Let's go over to our other outpost. I don't have a Planet Analyzer over here, but I think I can have one. It's not very hard. Where's furniture? Yeah, Planet Analyzer, please. Nope. Not what I wanted. Okay. Not the Planet Analyzer. Right, we want a desk. And I would like this guy, please. On the desk. Thank you. Okay. I have no idea what it does. It's not telling me anything. However, it is saying that the climate regulation is still climbing, right? Because it's only at 37%. Huh. Okay. Question mostly for my brain. Which of these graphene did... Is it this graphene or this graphene that we actually hit? I think it's the one right next to my base, right? Yeah, that's the graphene that we actually hit. Because it says there's another one... Where? Oh, I think I had to dig for that one, didn't I? Right here? Yeah, there's another one that was tapped here. There's one here. So there's one right here. Oh, did that one fall? No? Okay. Still, probably more fun to just grab one of these guys. I forgot we were going to hit graphene over into that warehouse as well. Okay, so here's what we want, since we have everything building. It's actually under production, thank you. We want an advanced miner T2. I want graphene. I want it to go this way. And then we want to say, grab this guy. the one? Oh, my land sakes alive. Where's the one, osmium that we did? This way, right? Yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here's the one osmium that we did. Okay. So then there's the one osmium that we did. How bad does that look? Oh, that's not even that bad. That's pretty straight even. Okay, and then we just loop it the same way we did that osmium. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, George. Go that way. Okay, now for making graphene rods, right? What do we need? I don't know. I'm assuming parts producer? There it is. Nope. Refiner. Ooh, this will actually be real easy considering where we are. Right? Because the carbon refiner wants water. And we're sitting down here. Which means, you know what we can do? You know what we can do? You know what we can do? We can put down water right here. And then just boop, right in. Easy, easy, easy. Never been easier. All right. And then give me graphene rods. And then connect that in there. And I am going to have to go around this mess. We're going to follow along up here. And we're going to grab George and just do that. I mean, it swung a little wider, but yeah, I kind of hate it. Okay. Come here. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's what I want. Okay. Try that again. Take two. Definitely not that guy. I hate it when it does that and it's just like, oh no, you didn't want to go that way. It's like, no, I kind of did though. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I mean, they cross a little bit, but I'd rather they cross a little bit. That's nice. I do kind of want to know why I'm not seeing any graphene rods coming off of it, though. No, we should be. Alright. Yeah, okay. It's just taken a few minutes. It's working. Alright, perfect. It's working as intended. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Everything is working as intended. So far. The only problem that we currently have is ruby ore. We're still having trouble with it. Just a little bit. Okay. So, let's head over here and see how that climate regulator thing is doing. Ooh. Climate regulator is at 92% and it's got almost half the island. So hear me out. We put a second one and a thermal power station over here. And we're good. Now, I don't think that gets us... Maybe we should take the jet for this one. Yeah. Maybe we take the jet. We don't fly over there with the jetpack. Maybe we actually take the plane. Okay. Check and see where we are versus where we want to be. I'm going to guess nowhere near where we want to be. Okay. So I want to be somewhere over here-esque. I lost the mark on the map. That's not what I want to do. Come here. There we go. Close enough. All right. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to target like here. Between this osmium and this graphene, right? Yeah. That's about where we want to target. Okay. That is the current plan. That is about where we want to target. So like right about here then. Yeah, right about here's the plan. It's not even all that far from where we were. Alright, so then. Here's what we want. Give me a thermal power station. We'll put it right about there. Works. And while that's building, give me a climate regulator right about here. And let me hop out of the way of where you're building that before I get stuck. Right? That should get the climate regulation done, right? Because it says it's 72% even though there's zero power. Which I think is just because the other one is working so hard. Okay, come here. And I crashed. And then I hopped out of the plane. I was trying to press W and I pressed E. Good enough. Well, I'm certainly not going to get it any better. There, maybe if I do that, it'll park itself better. It does. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look and see what we got. Okay. So this one's at 100%, and it's got most of this area cleared, right? Yeah. So this one, once at 100, it's still a construction site because it's still taking some time to build. But once at 100%, it should get the rest of this area clear. Because this gets a pretty wide zone, doesn't it? Okay, it doesn't get down this zone. So we might have to put another one down here. Right? But that gets a pretty wide zone. There we go. And we can now see where the amethyst is. There's only one deposit, really. Diamond also available. Found diamond! No idea where exactly that is, but we found it. If we dig deeper, I kind of wish it would tell you the depth of these things. It just says, hey, it's over here. It doesn't tell you the depth. I know it's not on the surface. Like, I know that. I know it's underground. I just don't know where underground. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? Go over there and, like, just drill straight down until we find it? Is that what they want? What do they want me to do? That's the exact same problem I ran into with Ruby. But okay. Well, let's go see if we can't find some diamond ore then, I suppose. Why is it 12:05 and it says I've only been on for 2 hours? Is that right? Did I drop? I better not have dropped. Oh, I'm giving you a look. Oh, Twitch, I'm giving you a look. It's a look. It's not a happy look. I think that's right, actually. I'm actually going to give you guys the break video real quick while I'm thinking about it and looking at Twitch and losing what is left of my mental facilities. I will be right back. You know I'm working on that. Are you trying to help?
Wow, yeah. Jump in that snow. Run in that snow.
It's up to her belly.
Yeah. But she's having a ball.
She loves the deep snow. She absolutely loves the deep snow.
It's okay, Kay. Open the box. Yeah, get it. And she's basically got it. She's just gotta get it out. Yeah, her little pig head from that came from the stocking. Just like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, 2 hours does sound about right. It just, my brain doesn't always math proper. If that makes any sense. I mean, I think it does. But, anyway, okay. So, we have. Alright, so that's weird, right? Because when I tab out, I can confirm that I don't think resources produce. Right? But, like, construction finishes, and we're seeing the climate regulators working. So yeah, we need another one right down here by this iron and copper deposit. Oh, there's a little tail of an island with some phosphorus sticking out there. Oh, cool. All right, nifty. So we need another one right out there. Now, it would help if I were not pushing V and instead pushing D. I was not. Okay, so this is a really small peninsula, so we're going to have to go inland quite a bit, but that's okay. We'll still get it. Okay. I have landed directly on a rock deposit. Okay, that's fine. So, here's what we're going to do. Same thing where we're going to put down... we'll put it down there. A thermal plant, and then... What is an atmospheric control hub? Well, I guess we're going home to discover that. What is an atmospheric control center? Can we land on the other side of the valley? Cool, thanks. I mean, I know I landed on like a sulfur deposit, but that's fine. Close enough is close enough is close enough. Ah! Called the other ship home. Oh well. Okay. So yeah, that'll get us everything we need. This might be the only area that isn't what we want. Okay. Build an atmospheric control set. 50? Water filtration boat. Terraforming ship filters water as it passes through. Does that mean it brings up land? Or is it just like it filters water? It's just a boat, it filters water. Habitat T1. Am I supposed to build a habitat to bring humans in? Habitat T2? Am I supposed to like actually build habitat for? That is so cool. That is so cool. Planet Crafter didn't let me do that. They were just like, okay, so like get the planet to a point where it can support like bugs and mammals and stuff, and woohoo, you're done. This one's like, okay, so you're terraforming this planet for people to move in, right? Well, you better build a society for them to move in too. That's kind of cool. I super like the idea of I have to build the habitat that humans will eventually move into and inhabit. That's cool. I mean, like, I probably won't, like, be sticking around to see them move in. But it's kind of cool to be like, so you've done all this work to terraform this planet, right? Cool. You get to build the first habitat settlement that humanity is going to move into. And then now that you've done that, peace out. You've got another one to do. Okay. So we have everything we need to build an atmospheric control tower, right? What does this thing look like? I mean, obviously it's massive, right? Like, quite obviously it's huge. I'm not arguing that fact. Like, this thing is huge. So, like, where do we put it? Here, let's put the first one up here. Right? It's huge. Look at this. I don't know what it does, but it's huge. I can't even fit it on this screen. Like, the top doesn't even fit in screen. What is it and what does it do? Okay, it also requires power, which is fine. We can do power. That's not an issue. There. That'll power it. it gives us an Earth-like atmosphere. So, to get breathable atmosphere here, that's so big though. This thing is huge. What on earth? Okay. So to get breathable atmosphere here, like to get breathable atmosphere on the other two islands, we built like trees and stuff. So on this island, are we leaving it desert and not building trees? Not where I wanted to land. I was kind of aiming for like on here. Good enough. If I have to, I'll call the ship back. Look at that. It's still building. Like, the geothermal plant is done. It's only providing 51% of demand, though. I wonder why. Maybe because, oh, maybe the geothermal plants aren't as effective anymore. Because it's not as hot here anymore? Ooh, I should check. Alright, look, after this thing finishes building. It's so massive. Alright, it says it finished? Yeah, it says it finished. Jeez. Thing is so tall. Okay. I should check my other thermal regulators, especially the ones, the one down here, right? Maybe now that we have the temperature regulators, maybe it's just not as effective as they used to be. Okay. Yeah, they're just not as effective. Okay. Oh my goodness, you can see it from here. That spire is huge. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, also, real quick. You know, I put this over here and I forgot that we had, what's it's over here? I forgot that we had a miner over here. There we go. Real fast, I need to analyze some ore and see what we unlock. We also need to tap the diamond mine, so we need to figure out how the flip I'm gonna find a diamond mine. Right? I need to figure out how the flip we're gonna find a diamond mine. I don't know. Okay. T3 warehouse. Cool. What do you do? Is that it? Is that all you do? It says 3 of 50. Okay. No. I get it. Okay, so does the climate regulator count as an atmospheric control tower? And then, so it's like the climate regulator is the base, and then the climate control tower is the big boy. right? Maybe? No, because that would mean that I have 4, right? Because we have 3 climate regulators. And 1 control tower. Or are we just at 3 of 50? Okay, so we're at 3 of 50%. Okay. Okay, so we might only need 1 control tower, but we need it to bring the atmosphere a lot lower than it currently is. Okay. Cool. So next objectives, we need to get uranium ore so we can get a spaceship. Great for exploration. I'm guessing that's so we can leave the planet, and a nuclear plant. Oh, we're probably going to need that. Okay. So before we can even consider a nuclear plant, we need to get uranium ore. Before we can get uranium ore, actually, question, how many do you want? Because we have quite a bit of uranium ore. Yeah, we have it already. We can just do the analysis. Done. Okay. All right. Well, that gets us planet analyze. We're up to 4%. So it's working. It's just working real slow. Currently, you don't have any new recipes to unlock. Check the planet analysis tab for objectives. Okay. So right now, we just have to finish the planet analysis. And we're good to go. Okay. I like the idea of putting habitats up. I just don't know if there's like a place that, well, maybe on the big island, maybe like around away from the, like not on these smaller two, but like maybe somewhere over here on the big island. Oh, like this area on the big island would be perfect. That way they don't have to stare at this mess, right? I mean, there is the train. But, like, you put this over here. Oh, that's so cool. And then we could have, like, a place for them to settle down. So cool. Okay. Okay. So, the next thing that we are going to need is definitely to find diamond ore. Here's the thing about that. Right? Where am I? I'm a little bit off. We need to be, I kind of wish that, like, the geothermal plant shows you, like, how much of the island is covered in power. I kind of wish that, like, the atmospheric control center would do the same thing when you hover over it and show you, like, how much of the island is covered. Should we build some greenery on this island? I kind of want to. Maybe we'll find diamond first. I want to say probably right around here is where we're looking, right? Oh, right on top of it almost. Okay. That's our train tunnel. I was wondering what that was. Okay. So... they're saying that, like, about here. Is where the diamond door is. Which means it is 1,010% below me. Right? Diamond door is 1,010% below me. I have no idea where. But we're gonna find out. And we're gonna find out the hard way. Found it! So this is our diamond deposit. Found it. Okay, give me you. I would love to know where I'm headed from here. Right? Okay. So, there is an exit to this cave. But it is not going towards our warehouse district. Where am I on this? It's going the exact opposite direction. I want it to go towards the warehouse district. That we can do, right? So... this would be the way to the warehouse district then. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Anybody know what time it is? Okay. You got it. It's tunnel time. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Let's take a look and see where we are. Pretty close. Pretty close. I was a little off. But not by much, really. Okay. So here's what we want to do. We want to go... nope, not that way. No, certainly not that way. Okay. slipped right through the mountain. Alright. Let's get some air. And try that again. Where's my mine shaft? Right here. Thank goodness there's no fall damage. Okay, so we actually want our tunnel going kind of that way-esque is what we actually want. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Good enough. Okay. So, good news. We found the diamonds. I do have to adjust how this guy is pointed. We want production. Yeah. Something like that. Okie doke. Not a big problem. Either way, I would like to maybe mark where we're going from here on out, because I will never find this location again. I guarantee you that. Like, I will never find this location again. Right? Like, I guarantee you we will never find this location again. See, it was higher than the ruby. I would have thought it would have been lower. Okay. George, can we have you just alt this? That is not what I wanted. I wanted you to bring it down from where it was. Okay, well, close enough. We can kind of see it. It's good enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. I really just wanted to mark it. I'm not sure where we're taking it from there. I really kind of just wanted to mark that, hey, I found it. It exists. Okay. We found the diamond. Woo! Okay. We need a couple of things. So we need AI chips. How are we doing on Ruby? How you doing? Still struggling, huh? That's fine. How you doing? Not the warehouse I was thinking of connecting with. How you doing? Oh, we're almost fine. Okay. So, let's go to our little hidey hole area. Yeah. Don't know why brain died didn't work. Oh well. That's fine. It's life. Okay. So, let's say we're going to take Ruby into 4. Alright, what are we going to need here? 4 AI chips. We're going to need this, and to build AI chips, we're going to need AI chips. That was always my problem. Was we were going to need AI chips. Alright. Up the mountain we go. Clipping through the mountain we go. Can I be not stuck? Thanks. Appreciate ya. Love being not stuck in a mountain. That is absolutely one of my favorites. Okay, right. I forgot. I go all the way up there to be like, hey, I would like some ruby ore. And it's like, yeah, you can't get it from here. You actually have to come down here and snitch a little bit from the thermal regulators. Okay. I'll have to figure out what's going on with the trains in a minute because we're at that spot again. Alright, so, train station. What you got? Okay. Okay, I know what to do to fix the train issue. I know what to do to fix the train issue. And it's not even like that big of an issue. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. Okay. We need more power, is what that's telling me. Give me power. Well, yeah, but see, these aren't really giving us much power either. Like, the thermal regulators do more. Because, like, all of that, and we're only providing 64% of the power. So we really need more power, is what we need. Okay. Right? We're still only at 70%. I hate this. Oh, I hate this. And then, of course, when the sun drops, oh my gosh, it's going to be ridiculous. As soon as nightfall comes, we're not going to be able to do anything. Right? Like, as soon as night hits, we're not going to be able to do anything. Okay, well, we got power at least. Okay, all of that, and I was looking at the wrong, okay. I thought I was looking at the crafting bench, and it was telling me that it had 50% power, and thusly I couldn't do any crafting. Whoops! I might have been looking at the wrong one. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so let's make up a couple of AI chips here. How do you refine quartz? I don't think quartz really melt. They're not really like melties. I don't think they do that. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop it there. We don't need it like all the way done. So here's what we're gonna do. Number one, we're going to grab some food. That is the projects thing again. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I already made that mistake. Okay. So, what we desperately need. We need nuclear plants and nuclear reactors. So in order to get a nuclear plant going, we need radiation isolate and nuclear reactors. In order to get that going, we need amethyst alloy and osmium ignates. How do we make amethyst alloy? Copper and amethyst. Hello? I can make trees? I can make and place my own trees? Ooh. Well, that explains what DNA replicator was. Now, to be fair, not what I was thinking it was. Right? I was thinking it was going to be like a group of machines or whatever that we would unlock that would then like grow or like extract DNA and incubate it into things that would then grow or something. No. Not at all. Okay. Fair. But it does mean that like we can like plant our own trees as part of terraforming the world. Okay. Okay. That's nifty. I'll take it. Alright. Now the other thing. Okay, so this is where I have like a problem with these kinds of games, right? Because now there's so much unlocked that I almost feel like I'm running behind on things. And when I feel like I'm running behind or like there's too much going on, my ADHD brain goes into overload. And when I go into overload, I just shut down. And that is a problem. Like, I know it's a problem. It actually is one of the many ways I get caught in a loop. Because, like, I do this in real life too. It's like I have 1,001 things on my list that I have to do. And you look at the list and you see this long list of things, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'll never get through it all. And then the overwhelmed sensation hits, and I just can't function anymore. And I just freeze, and I can't function at all. And that's kind of where I am. It's like I'm looking at all this and I'm going, okay, we need this, we need that, we need this, we haven't even finished this, and I've got to get that done, and I've got to do this, and I've got okay. Yeah. But yeah. And I'm just like freezing. And my ADHD brain is like, okay, you just want to shut down now and just like turn everything off and go chill for an hour. It's not good. Like, that's not a functional way to live life. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is not a functional way to live life. But that is kind of how I do be doing sometimes. But okay. Deep breath in, slow release, one thing at a time, right? Okay. We need to get the nuclear plant up and running. That has got to be priority one. Okay. So in order to get that going, we need to get at least one drill done, which we should have enough diamond ore to get, I mean, without like even connecting the diamond in and making the diamond drills. Can I not make it from here? Or was I looking at the wrong one? I can't make a diamond drill bit from here? Really? Really? I can only make a diamond drill bit in the gem cutter. Okay. Okay. That is information. It is absolutely information. It is information we now have. Okay. So, let's focus on getting the diamond drill bit done so we can start working on getting uranium. We have diamond is up here, right? You know what? Before we do that, do I want to finish? Because we're so close to being finished down here. Right? Like, I know we won't have the power to do it. I know we won't have the power to get it done. But do we want to fix this mess down here? That's probably a smarter play, right? Fix what's going on down here. Okay. So, here's what we are going to need to do. Train stations. are going to need to attach to train stations, I think. Alright. This is gonna really throw off the train, which will be coming in a little bit. That's okay, we kind of need to mess with it anyway. Right? George, come here. Give me a train station. It would help if I could see what's going on, George. I thought there would be a way to, like, link them. But it's not, like, linking. That is not what I wanted to do, but okay. So that kind of linked. And then we're going to want to take that rail. Try this again. Take that rail to here. Nope. Okay. I kind of feel like pressure because I feel like the train is coming. Which, I mean, it sort of is. Okay. So, we want to say number 9. I want to then go myself to here and connect the train in there. Right? There we go. Not exactly great, but okay. If the train slams into here and stops, well, then at least we know. If it clips through here, I might slam into the train. And that'll be fun. I'm not even sure this is gonna work, right? Because, like, stations 1 and 2 connected fine. But station 3 over here is being a butthead. Okay, so it went through there. Well, it went through just fine. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, so we fix this nightmare mess. Right? Oh, I took out the train track. I did not mean to do that. Don't do that to me. Thank you. Alright. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to destroy this nightmare mess. Okay. And we are going to say this. We'll get all sorted out. So like this, we'll take... So car 1 will take circuit boards. Car 2 will take ceramics. That was in input. I wanted it in output. Thank you. And car 3 will take output. We'll take iron beams, right? Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. Trains should be coming around the bend here. In a little while. Alright. I'm gonna get a lift on the train. We're going to, number one, sort some stuff out. Number two, we're gonna put a couple of trains on. And number three, we want to stop it from running because right now the train, actually I need to up on oxygen real fast. Where is my closest oxygen bubble? You'll do. Let's re-up on oxygen. Whoop! Real quick. Thank you, and then let's go catch our train. Quite literally. Alright, so I'll fix the train mess first. Just so that we can have, like, I know we're not going to have enough power going forward. Like, everything's operating at 50%, and I should really work on the power grid. But I kind of want to fix the train mess first, so that we can have the manufacturing working the way it should. And I think I know how to fix the train mess, right? Speaking of, here she comes. She's on that line, all the way over there. It'll be over here in a minute. It comes over here real fast. Alright. So, yeah. Oh, look, you can see him in the distance out there. Oh, there he goes. We need to catch the train because we need to put on a couple more trains. Right? We need to put on at least 2 more cars. Maybe 3. But at least 2. Right? I need at least 2 more cars. I might do 3 because we might get copper pulled over here as well. Because we're going to need copper coming up as well, right? Yeah, no, I know, but you're not telling me what gold alloy needs. That's weird. You tell me what everything needs. Why are you suddenly not telling me what those things need? What? What? Oh, shoot, the train's here. Okay. I almost got ran into face first. Hey, that does make it go backwards. Okay. There we go. Alright. I need to add a couple of cars. For starters. So give me... I would go to vehicles, but it's not in vehicles. It should be under logistics. There we go. Alright, so right now we can only do another 2 cars. That's not ideal, but okay. Because we're going to need another couple of... we're going to need another, like, 300. Actually, you're keeping those. We're going to need another 300, another 200 words that are not coming to my brain. I hate it when that happens. We're going to need another 200 or 300 reinforced frames to fix this mess. here's what we're gonna do. Go around the corner. Go in here. Stop, please. Stop, please. Stop, please. Not go backwards. I want you to actually stop, please. Thank you. No. There we go. Okay. So then, here's what we do from here. We say, take this into there. I'm going with it, was not meaning to. Then we would say 5 to there. Yes? And then we would say, oh my land sakes, please, where on earth is George? And then we would say 5 from here to there. Thank you, George. Okay. See? And there we go. And that's how we fix that mess, right? Now the problem is we're going to need to do this again on Island A. Now, good news is we can get a real quick trip to Island A by just taking the train. Right after we get some food. Also, ruby ore can go in here. Thank you. There we go. And that would fix that problem. Alright. There we go. And we're good to go. Off we go to Island A. Alright, that's a little bit better. It's a little bit of a load off my mind. I am still just kind of like... I'm mildly freaking out just a little bit. Like, I know I don't sound like it, but yeah, I kind of do this. And I am very mildly freaking out. Not like a lot, but like enough. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do for Island A. Island A, we are going to do something very similar. Where what we do is we're going to, instead of merging everything into one station, we're gonna have to build the frames manually because we're struggling to keep the iron frames that we need for this in shelf at the moment. So we're going to make some of the iron frames manually, make most of them manually. We're going to put up at least 2 more stations worth of iron frames, right? So that we can separate all 3 of them, so that we can bring over circuit boards on one car, ceramics on another, iron beams on a third, right? Hopefully that will help us with creating more frames, and that will help us with creating the chips, right? Because we need to get the AI chips and we need to get the frames going, is the thing. I'm getting ready to press V, and I don't want V, we want S so we can stop. We would like the brakes, please. I am a big fan of the brakes. Okay. Like right here would be a good place to... Actually, could we... No, you know what? 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 This is a good place to stop. Because what we'll do is we'll put the other 2 train stations up here, and this will be the 3rd train station, not the 1st. Right? Okay. So this mess will have to get cleaned up a bit. Okay. Alright, there we go. This mess will get cleaned up a bit. Alright, so we're gonna go, you, nope. You are going to be, actually, we don't have, because we can make this one fill up the first car. Right, because it can fill up whatever car I say it does. Right? So, like, that's ceramics. Where is microchips? I really shouldn't have destroyed that belt. That is on me. Here it is. Okay. So, like, we can make this microchips. There we go. Well, we'll just bring microchips forward. So, like, we can make it whatever we want. But let's focus on getting the stations built first. Because before we can build the stations, I need at least 200 frames, right? Okay. That would be here. So we need to hang out here and let this build up at least 200 frames. Which is gonna take a minute or 2. And then I think what we're gonna end up doing is I think we're gonna end up basically just cleaning up the train mess for today. And then after we've just cleaned up the train mess for today, then we'll probably end up ending stream. So that'll be fun. But we'll see. We'll see where we end up once I manage to clean up the train mess. Assuming I can even clean up the train mess, because the big question is, will we have enough reinforced frames to clean up the mess? That is going to be the question. Will we have enough reinforced frames to clean up the mess? And the simple answer is, I don't know. The more complex answer is, I don't think so. Like, I don't think we're going to. I think maybe we'll get 1 depot out of it, but I doubt we'll get 2. 100 is a big ask. Why do they ask for 100? I mean, I get why, because like the whole point of the game is to set up a manufacturing line and but it's such a big ask. Okay. I keep wanting to do other stuff while it's working on manufacturing these things, and I can't. You know? But okay, let's see how far we can get in cleaning up the train mess. And okay, if we can't get 2 stations, then we prioritize ceramics and iron beams. Right? That'll be the plan. If I can't get 2, then I will prioritize ceramics and iron beams. Whichever cars those are. Right? Okay. That gives us 101. Could we get another 100? I seriously doubt it. Like, I seriously doubt it. But this will at least help us get the train mess fixed up. Alright. I might be zoning out just a little bit. Maybe I should grab some caffeine. Yep, there it goes. Alright, look, 125 isn't that bad, really, all things considered. 125 is not that bad. Okay. Let's go back up here to the train depot. Now. We are going to say, get rid of that. Oh, that got rid of a lot of track. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. George, get on out there and give me some new train stations, please, if you would. Trying to line this up, George, and you're not making it easy. Okay, to be fair, the camera angles don't make it easy. Yes. Yes. Can't build another one. Okay. 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 So the ultimate plan would be ceramics, chips, and beams, right? In that order. But here's the problem. We need beams and ceramics right now. That's going the wrong way anyway. Yeah, there we go. There it is. We need beams and ceramics right now. More than we need anything else. Okay. So. We say we come here. I want to roll forward just a little bit. Oh, I haven't reconnected the track yet anyway. Alright, George! Give me a number 9, please, if you would. don't think... Oh, nope. He done did connect. Okay. Cool. Thank you, George. Appreciate ya. Such a big help, isn't he? Okay, cool. So, this needs to get cleaned up a little bit. Alright, so it's unloading. Yeah, okay, this is the one that really needs to get cleaned up a bit. Okay. Alright, there we go. That needs to get cleaned up a bit. This can go in here. These I will just take over myself. Not that they are a big deal. But okay. Alright, so how are we going to do this? They need to be assigned to a train. So, like, let's say you fill car 1, you fill car 2, right? And then we go back. So I think the thing is, I think if I'm on it, it will stop to fill, right? If I'm on the train, it will stop to fill. If I'm not on it, it won't bother with like the animations and the sound or whatever. And it won't stop to fill, and it'll just like barrel right through. I think that's the theory anyway. Right? Alright, so let's go right past Island A, right past Island B, and we'll head home to Island C. And that's where we will work on it unloading, right? Look at that. Island C almost looks like a metropolis with those skyscrapers. Look at that. It's like, oh my goodness, look, it's a city. It's got skyscrapers going on. Oh, I wonder what's going on over there in the desert city. We should turn that green. I should really set up some stuff and turn that green, right? Right after we figure out the power situation, we'll turn it green. We'll turn it green after the power situation. And before setting up for humanity to colonize. So that's going to be the plan. Figure out the manufacturing glitches, right? Because that would help in the long run if we had the manufacturing glitches planned out. Figure out the power situation, because it would help manufacturing to get the power situation figured out. Then we're going to use all of that to get the islands turned green and get the atmosphere running. That's the current plan. And that's the current step-by-step guide, right? All right. And we should probably get ready to stop the train. Because we have to set up the unload to get this all sorted. Alright. Train is stopped. Because here's what we've got to do, right? we're going to say, right now we're going to say unload from car 1 and unload from car 2, I think is correct, right? Unless I've got that backwards. Do I have that backwards? Okay, so that's car 2. Alright, so I have that backwards, I think. So this is unload from car 2. This is unload from car 1. Right? That would be car 1. That would be car 2. This would be car 3. It's not letting me activate car 3. I do not know why. Okie dokie. Okay. There's a temptation for me to just start it, hop off, and let it go at speed, but I kind of just want to like check and make sure we're good first. Right? Well, here, let's go forward. And now, stop, stop, stop. Okay. Yeah, I know, I ran into the train. Okay, I don't think it unloaded. Alright, back up. Everybody back up. We're gonna do that again. I did set it. Hang on. Hang on. I did set it to unload, right? And not load. Nope. I set it to load. I wanted to unload. There's the problem. See? See? I knew I messed something up. Okay. Try that again. Pull in. There's our sound. That worked. That worked. All right. That worked exactly the way we want. All right, so that fixed most of the train mess. We need to get the chips working, but take what I can get, right? Like, I will take what I can get on that. So that gets the laser emitters going. The thermal emitters will be restarting. Thank you. All right. I'm trying to get into my base. Thank you. Okay. Next up, George and I set up for getting, there we go. We need to get, what's it's done? Ooh, that's perfect. We need to get AI chips done. So we need. We don't have enough carbon fiber. Okay, that's fine. We're not gonna have enough alloy either. It's okay. That's okay. We'll do it again. Here. Just put it there. And then chips are on 3. So then we're gonna want to go 3. Oh, you did that thing. Don't do that thing. Okay, good. And then we're gonna want to go. So we have ruby ore, chips, osmium. Osmium goes from here to there. Perfect. And then we're going to take this to number 4. Perfect. And then we want this to work on AI chips. Boom! Okay. Whew. There we go. Now, the next item that we were planning on working on before I got sidetracked by unlocking more stuff was going to be quantum processors. For quantum processors, we would need AI chips, which we're working on, but I would have to loop them from the back of that warehouse around the warehouse, which I'm fine with. I've done it before, to lock into plasma cores and graphite rods, right? So, plasma cores. Oh no, that's laser emitters. Whoopsies. We don't have plasma cores in here. Really? Okay, we have graphite, but we don't have plasma. Really? Interesting. Okay. Fun. Okay. Well, we'll put a pause on that anyway. I don't think we're going to need them immediately. By the way, since you're probably emptying this out, can we put these guys in here? And these guys don't belong in here. Can you reach the 3rd train station? You can. Could you put these in there? Thanks. Appreciate ya. Why do you say? Oh, right. I know why you say you're receiving from car 1 now. No, you're not receiving from car 1. You will be receiving from car 3 from now on. Thank you. Okay, problems resolved. Alright, so that's the train issues fixed. More or less. Right now we have a bit of an issue with the computer chips. Because right now we have computer chips going out, being processed into AI chips, but we don't have any coming in. So once this train station is out, it's out. Like out, out, out. Alright. But like, yeah, that's a problem. Oh, it's doing that thing it does again. Occasionally I open up the build menu to look and see what I have as far as materials. And it's like, oh, you have nothing. And I'm like, no, I know I have iron beams. Because at the very least, I have iron beams on Island B that I could be using. Ugh, this place is just a mess. I will be destroying this mess someday. I swear. Okay. So yeah, okay, see. I know we have more than 17 iron beams. What you mean completed? Hold up! We have a 50% Earth-like atmosphere already? Alright, so build at least 5 T1 units and 2 T2 units. We get teleportation and an Earth link pad. Ooh. That's cool. We could set up like different. Oh, that's so cool though. Oh, I know, right? Well, I mean, like, I'm sure there are some very young, naive, like, I don't want to say my nephew's ever done it, but, like, my nephew streamed, or at least tried streaming, when he was, like, 15. He doesn't anymore, and he never bought into the view thing, because his mom was smarter than that. But, like... Oh, I know, 51 is so cool. Okay, so we're getting a better... Does that mean my oxygen depletes faster when I'm outside now? I love it. It does, because now I have 11.5 oxygen locally. And I didn't have that. Does that mean this island will turn green and I don't have to turn it green? Probably not. We're probably still going to have to fertilize the ground. Anyway, don't care. But, like my nephew never bought into it, right? But he could have. Well, it's like, I imagine, like, a lot of, like, the 15-year-old streamers or, like, the young streamers that think they're going to make a go of it kind of get sucked into the idea of, oh, but if I buy views, I can speed run it. And it's like, yeah, I mean, technically you could speed run getting up to, like, affiliate and partner and all that if you buy the views. But then what? Then what? Then you have to keep paying for the views at that point. And that's just not a cost-effective model. Like, okay, yeah, you could buy the views, it'll get you up to partner, it'll get you up to affiliate, it'll get you wherever you want to go. But after that, you've got to keep buying the views in order to make the money. Because, like, if my stream is not doing more than 3 viewers, I don't get ad revenue. Right? It doesn't happen. Even though I'm technically affiliate, it's just like, well, you're not worth it. Whatever. Or it's like, sure, I'll get ad revenue, but I'll get like 30 cents off a 4-hour stream. Running ads, running a $5 or like running a 5-minute ad blocks once an hour, you get like 30 cents. It's not cost effective. And I guarantee you those buy views things are not charging you 30 cents an hour. I guarantee you they're charging you pretty heavy. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never even bothered. The other one that always gets me, that I get a lot of, is people popping into my DMs. You get them pop into your DMs all the time, and they're like, wow, really enjoy your content. Okay, cool. Thanks. Have you thought about coming to my channel and doing this for me? Or have you thought about making this purchase or that purchase? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I responded to one of them once and was like, yeah, I'm not going to buy views. I would rather actually earn them. And I kid you not, the account responded with, why? What? I don't want to buy views. I'd rather earn them. I'd rather see if I can make it on my own. If I can't make it on my own, well then I don't think I deserve to be here. Why? I mean, what do you say to that? I already told them why. It's like because I can't because if I'm not going to be able to make it on my own, then I don't think I deserve to be here. But I'll give you views. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I kind of gave up on reporting them because you report them and like sure, their account gets banned. But let's be real. It's a bot account. They pop into my chat, they drop their little, "Hey, come to this place and buy your views." And then they kill the account. They don't even let you ban it. That account has already been killed. They make an account, they pop in. That's why the usernames are so freaking weird. Because they're using up all the usernames. They make a bot account, they pop in, they drop whatever they want, and then they kill the account. By the time you report them, their accounts are already dead. There's no point. I mean, like, if I had mods or something, that's one of those things that I would put on. But, like, since I can't, like, afford to pay anybody, or, like, I don't really get anybody who pops in enough to, like, volunteer or whatever to mod, I don't have mods. So I don't have anybody who's going to sit here and actively watch me talk about nothing for hours. The only person who can mod the stream is me. Well, okay, I shouldn't say I don't have mods. Technically, I have one mod. It's my husband. Technically, I have one moderator. It's my husband. And he's always at work. The reason why I stream when I do is because he's at work. And I'm here. And that way, when he's not at work, I'm free to hang out with him. I know, it's weird. I like hanging out with the guy I married. You know what's even weirder? I still flirt with the guy I married. I know. We've been married for 16 years and I still flirt with him. So many people are like, marriage is terrible. It's like, it's really not. If you think your marriage is terrible, you're doing it wrong. That's my only comment. If you're telling me your marriage is awful, I'm going to be like, well, you're doing it wrong. Sorry. I mean, like, I'm sure there's a way to fix it, but, like, you're probably doing it wrong. But anyway, brains dying and getting distracted and just flying around and doing nothing. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize, like, marriage is work. That is the secret. That is the secret to a long and healthy marriage. It's work. You gotta put the work in. Your partner has to put the work in. You both gotta put the work in. Love, romance, any relationship you have, it's work. And that goes for all your relationships. It's not just like your romantic relationships. You have to work to keep your friendships alive. You have to work to keep a relationship with your parents going, especially as you're an adult, right? Like when you're a kid, you have a different relationship with your parents. When you're an adult, your relationship with your parents kind of transitions to be more of like a friendship with a heavy dose of respect for said friend because they raised you. So, you know, any relationship, it takes work. It's not like what the movies or TVs or whatever try to sell you as, oh, it's so easy. You just fall in love one day. No, it takes a lot of work. All right. What are we automating next? What are we automating next? We have automated... We've got the... we do have plasma conductors. We have everything we need to start the quantum processors. But for some reason, I thought the plasma conductors were in the one warehouse, and they're not? Am I crazy? Because I might be crazy. Because I thought plasma conductors were in this warehouse. No, they are. They're in this warehouse. Okay, so plasma conductor here. Okay. I'm with it. I kind of see what I have done. Hang on. Brain terraform, brain functions. Okay. Here's kind of what I had planned. All right, so the plasma cores are in here on number 4. What is supposed to be on 1? I just saw something blink in. What was it? Blink in again for me. No? Gears? Gears. Gear assembly. Okay, gears. All right, so we're taking plasma core from 4, routing it probably around this warehouse, right? Over here, so we can put it in 5. We would have to. Are you ready for this? Why are you down there? Why are you down there? Why are you down there? I don't understand that. What? Okay, that's all right. Nope, that's cool. Why is it whenever we get to the 4-hour mark, things start to be weird? Okay. We are starting to not have to worry about atmosphere anymore, which is great. So, and see, now it's not being weird. I would ask for an explanation, but honestly, I don't think the game has one. Okay. So, we don't have any carbon fiber. Why do we not have any carbon fiber? Oh, because I bet you the water isn't working well. No, water's working fine. We should have enough power over here. Question for the other side of the warehouse district. Why do we not have enough carbon fiber? Did something break again? What's going on here? Uh-huh. Okay, it's just not getting enough carbon is the thing. Is there a reason? George, you're better at seeing these things than I am. Ooh. That might do it. Could you give me just a bit of a better belt? Excuse me? conveyor belt for? When precisely did that happen? Mata in qua. Okay, so that might help. I mean, like, I don't think it's gonna fix the problem, but it should at least help the issue. Yeah, it helps. And then as soon as the carbon fiber is coming in, it's going out for reinforced frames. Like the instant it comes in, it goes out. At least I think for reinforced frames. That's weird though, because like for some reason we always end up with a ton of carbon fiber, but not enough reinforced frames. I wonder why that is. Huh. Because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to build the train stations that we built, right? Huh. Huh. Like, why does that happen? But okay. That's fine. Alright. So that should have fixed that problem. More or less. Okay, I definitely heard a chick. Like a little cheep while I was up there. What? We don't have animals on this planet. Also, I'm seeing trees over there. Is that from Island B? That's from Island B. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Island B is showing me trees. Okay. Why does brain not always work? It's just a question. Okay, so I hate this mess. Okay. How are we doing? We almost have an Earth-like atmosphere! What's all these, by the way? Oh, just basalt. Okay. That's fair. I was looking at that map. Bring the map back. I was looking at that. Basalt and phosphorus. Okay. So yeah, this is the only island that has graphene. This is the only island that has a lot of things. So this is probably going to be our last stop island over here. Which, I mean, I guess that kind of figures. I do kind of want to turn it green. Is that bad? I do kind of want to turn it green. I also just kind of want to see if it turns green on its own when we hit Earth-like atmosphere. But I doubt it. Okay, no, I doubt it. Because like, it says like 75% of the regions are fertilized. But 100% are climate regulated, right? So what that says is, if I want to turn these islands green, this island green like these two, we are definitely going to have to put down area fertilizers. Yeah. Okay, so technically, I do have a Discord. Technically, I do. There is a Discord. I never use it. I never use it. I've had some artist bots or some artists pop in on occasion and be like, hey, do you have a Discord? I'd like to post my art so people can buy it. And I'm like, I mean, I have a Discord and you're welcome to post your art in there, but good luck because there's nobody there and I don't use it. But like, I do this thing because, like, I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna become like a major streamer, but I feel like it's a good idea to claim your brand on most of these sites as a just in case. Like, I don't think that I'm ever going to be like a house. I'm never going to be like an Iron Mouse or Game Theory or anything like that. I am not going to be that high up. But it's still a good idea to claim your brand where on any socials that you can, so that, you know, just in case somebody can't go in and snipe it from you if you do happen to get some form of notoriety or whatever, and then run around claiming, hey, I'm the real orchid petal or whatever. I highly doubt anybody would ever care about me. But I guess I'm just a little paranoid. I guess you can chalk it up to that's where I'm a little paranoid. Because, hey, I watched Matt's rise and fall, right? Like, well, not fall, Matt's rise in retirement, because he didn't fall. But, like, I have watched the rise and fall of many. I was there for the very beginning of the internet, right? Well, of YouTube, right? I was there for the very beginning of streamers becoming a thing. I'm old. I am no spring chicken. I'm an old lady as far as the internet's concerned. I'm in my 40s. So, like, I've seen, like, streamers not claim things or, like, just move on, do whatever, and then somebody start claiming that they are said streamer when some streamer gets, like, any form of just the tiniest bit of notoriety. Said streamer then finds that they are getting themselves, that somebody's claiming to be them and has their tag on some social, and I've seen that happen more often than not. I've seen the Visojo happen before. The situation that's currently going on with Visojo, dude, this is Maker Studios all over again. This is what Maker Studios did to Matt and company. This is, it's the same thing over and over. We never learn. Yeah, I don't really use it. So yeah, I don't really have, like, Discord doesn't have, like, notifications or something when I go live, because I don't use it. I should probably, it's one of those things that, like, I keep looking at it going, you know, one of these days, I should probably figure out how to work that thing. But like I said, I'm an older gamer. I'm, like, in my 40s, so I've seen a lot of stuff happen to a lot of people. But anyway, I am actually going to wrap it up here for now. I have got to get going. Why did I suddenly think everything was in black and white? Oh my gosh, I kid you not. Oh no. Oh, I'd been staring at this screen for so long. I'd been staring at this for so long, looking at all these pretty colors. And then I exited, and I was like, why is everything in black and white? What happened? Why? Oh my gracious me. I thought my computer screen had gone glitchy. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's time to go. Oh, I'm getting tired when I make those mistakes. All right. All right, I will be back tomorrow. I am live every Wednesday to Sunday, usually around 10 a.m. Eastern or New York time, whichever's easiest for y'all to Google. We will be playing more Eating Crafters. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye, everyone.